among all this phase of not having enough documentation, Google published something interesting, which is they're showing how their Google bot is looking through the web pages, which is sort of different from how OpenAI is working. They are more, they are focused on just MCPs and yeah, they're parsing pages at a certain level, but there's no official documentation around it. Google has published that how are they doing it? And because there is Google bot, which is basically the crawler that goes through the page, looks through what is there, what is not. So they announced that they have a limit of 2 megabytes when they are parsing a page, when their AI bot is parsing the page. So they've clearly said that it sort of crawls the first MB of the page. So what this means, especially for Shopify brands, so 2 MB is a lot. It's when I say 2 MB, like it's like if you go to the say Pro Classic T is basically the size of this. For Google, when their AI bot is going through this line by line, they are trying to figure out what's there on any page. If I am, let's say, looking at this product, it's going through the page. It's looking line by line what's there on this. If there is a lot of not so useful information about the product on product page and 2 MB gets exhausted, the bot is never able to read what's on the product page. What is that not so useful? I mean, like, why would anybody put not so useful information on the product page? And that's something that's especially for Shopify brands that's not in their control because there are so many apps we are working with. So every app sort of adds their JavaScript, CSS, whatnot. They add a lot in the page. And if Google is only reading through that and gets 2 MB gets exhausted, it doesn't know what's happening. So I wipe coded this one tool which sort of shows how this works. If you have a store, let's say this is a product. It's not even a product page. Wow, I'm very curious to see. So it says that this is good for this site. There's not even 2 MB of the page is less than 2 MB. So they have done a good job of structuring their page. Your first structured block appears at, so they do have structured data. It shows, it appears at 290 KB. Now this is actually showing you when the page is, when the Googlebot is crawling, what is it seeing? It sees the HTML, the headers, then there is a theme, then there are some things like there are scripts, there's a PostScript script, there's a Zendesk script, Okendo script, and so on. Now, it gives you a summary of how much were the headers, how much is the compression, and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's super technical. It's probably not very easily understandable by most of non-technical people, but it just gives you some context of how things are working. This is probably a simpler way to look at it. It just shows that you have Klaviyo, which is 30% of your, almost 32% of your HTML. Your theme-related code, which is almost 17% of your HTML, and so on. So similarly, you can just put any brand here, any URL, and it's important that this is not, it's not scanning. The result that we are seeing is for specifically this URL, not for the brand as a whole. So if we look at a different, in all likelihood, my guess is that they would be good for most products because it seems that the structure is quite good. So if you notice for the page, this was showing as a green risk, which was fine. But for product page, it is showing a yellow. So they have some additional data on the product page, which is sort of impacting. It still is within MB, which is kind of nice. Here, 28% of HTML, earlier was 35 or 36, I guess. So similarly, we can just go through this. It also shows that, so one really important thing here is that the Googlebot guidelines, they only apply to inline HTML, not external HTML. So there would be apps that are injecting code, but they are referencing to JavaScript, which is not sort of as an external like SRC code, which is not counted when Google is traversing the page. So, but whatever is inline is important for Google. They read that. So it shows you fixes by impact. Again, like I don't think they need to do because they're still within 2 MB. But if they do start adding more things to this page, it will start breaking the Google's parsing mechanism. And it also shows you what to do, like what are the fixes. And this is a free tool as well. Cool. This was fun.